In this age and time, the attention span of human race is decreasing. It is hard to do something meaningful these days and not check our notifications and feeds. Distraction can steal your focus and productivity. But don't worry, today we'll tackle this. Hi, Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Bukumi Adegoke, and this is Growth Measures with Bukumi Adegoke, where we'll talk about your personal growth, development, and intentional lifestyle. So don't go away, sit down with me to the end of this video. Did you know that the average person spends over 2 hours a day scrolling social media? That's almost a full month in a year. That's a lot. Distractions are not just harmless, they are thieves of your focus and your time. Many times, distractions are not usually the problem. Sometimes we seek distractions because of stress, because of lack of motivation, boredom, lack of clear goals. The first step to eliminate distractions is to know why they are showing up in the first place. So, know the reason why you are distracted. Without further ado, let's move on to how you can eliminate distractions. The first tip of how you can eliminate distraction is that you should create a distraction-free zone. What do I mean by this? Create a workspace where distraction is off limits. You can also call it single tasking. Pack everything aside and focus on your current task. Focus on that current thing you're working on. I don't know, but I feel multitasking is overrated. There was a time I felt I was weird that okay, everybody can multitask, but I can, in some aspects, I can actually multitask. But if I want to do something, I make sure that I focus on one thing before I move on to the next. If not, the other task will suffer. Okay, for example, when I want to cook, like when I'm cooking, and I cook like 3 different meals or 4 different meals, one will actually suffer. Is either one of the meals is salty or it has less salt. Something will shall happen because my focus is not merely on one thing. As I'm doing this one, I'm doing this one. What I can do when I'm actually cooking is to cook a particular meal. When I'm done with that, I cook another. When I'm done with that, I cook another. But putting like 4 different pots on fire, put seasoning here in the 4 pots, put I don't know how to do it. So I'm not saying multitasking is not good, but what I'm just trying to say is not everybody is good with multitasking. If you know that you are not good with multitasking, single task, if you know that multitasking distracts you a lot, practice single tasking. Focus on one thing per time so that you can have a quality result. Single tasking requires a singular focus and tuning out every other thing on purpose to focus on one particular thing. That's single tasking. Keep your workplace spotless so you don't see something that needs cleaning or adjusting. This will make you avoid anything that can interrupt your task. So, if you're like me that loves single tasking, why not? it would eliminate distraction. Moving on to the second tip. The second tip is that you practice time blocking. Time blocking is a game changer. Dedicate specific time slots for work, for break, and other activities. This will help you a lot. You know what to do and when to do it, and you stick to it. This way, you stay in control of your time. So, have a scheduled time for everything you do. See what I'm talking about. Look at your screen and see it. That is an example of a time blocking. So, the third tip is that have a don't do list. Yes, everybody knows the value of to-do list. Okay, this is what I want to do the following day, and they write what they're supposed to do the next day down. But not everybody has don't do list. Along with your to-do list, it is equally important to have a don't do list to avoid hidden obstacles or distractions. We all know the obvious distractions, such as watching Squid Game while you're working or doing laundry when you have brain work. There are tasks that are insignificant or poor use of time. These tasks are meant to be delegated or outsourced. For instance, you have a book to write and you have a deadline to write the book. And at the same time, you have children to take care of and you have house chores. You can get a help to do your chores for you while you write your book, or when the kids are in school, you can seize the opportunity to write your book. Not that during the time where the kids are in school, that's when you're doing the house chores. And by the time they are back, they are disturbing you. You cannot even do anything. So there are some tasks that are not significant that you can outsource or delegate unless you know how to manage your time very well, that you know the time to do this and the time to do that, that there will be no clash, so that you can have a quality result and you can have a productive day. Number 4, turn off notification. Your phone is probably your biggest distraction. So what you can do to eliminate distraction is to turn off notification, or better still, use do not disturb mode during your work hours. Through this, you eliminate distraction. Then another thing is you check your screen time analytics to know where your time is actually going. You know the time you spend on each app, and this will make you know how to curtail this. And if you can't do without checking your Instagram app, your Facebook app every 20 minutes, doing, God, when am I a turning stick? Am I a spoon? You can put your phone away. You can put your phone away. Don't even let it be within your reach during your focus time. So at least when the phone is away, to stand up and go and get the phone. You would rather finish up what you're doing. But if it is beside you, if it is at arm's length, what you do is just pick it, check, drop it again. This is a very big distraction and it will affect your productive time or productive hours. Then another thing you can do is to uninstall or freeze the app or move it to the last page of your phone. And this requires discipline and will, so that even if you're feeling like touching that phone and opening that app, you will restrict yourself and focus on your work. The fifth tip is do nothing. Yes, do nothing. Take a break. Burnout is a very real risk. When your day is filled with activities and you even squeeze out the last enjoyment of your life for the purpose of being productive. Ironically, it is counterproductive. Not everyone can work round the clock. Some of us need our 8 hours sleep instead of the 3 hours sleep that some would tell you to sleep. Don't sleep too much, because if you sleep too much, you won't succeed, you won't progress. Sleep 4 hours, sleep 5 hours. But not everybody has that capacity to sleep for 3 hours, 4 hours. No, if you know that you can't take it, when you sleep for 3 hours, you wake up with headache and you do everything sluggishly because you're not yourself, you've not rested enough. Please sleep for 8 hours. Have your complete 8 hours sleep so that when you wake up, you know that what you will do solely is to focus on your work, unless you want to take a break or you have other important activities. So sleep when you want to sleep. Sometimes you do nothing. The sixth tip is batch your distractions. This is not to distract you more, no. It is to make sure you're conserving your energy and allowing your focus time to be exactly what you want it to be, which is focus. For instance, if you're burned out on a particular task, you might want to take a little break, check your social media feeds, reply comments, check your mail, say hi to your neighbor, take a brisk walk, what again, drink water, watch movies, but do this within an allocated time and be disciplined to go back to work when you're supposed to. Just do whatever distractions, whatever that distracts you, whatever that you want to do to have fun at that particular time. Do it within the allocated time and go back to work when you're supposed to. Get it all out of your system so when you come back to work, you'll be more productive. All right, that is it for today. If you're ready to control your focus and eliminate distraction, start with one small change today and make it a habit. Let me know in the comments, what are your biggest distractions and how are you planning to overcome them? Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe for more tips to live your best life. Until next time, stay focused and stay inspired. Bye.